Good Friday morning. Yes, it feels good to say that. Friday morning as we look now live outside just about a quarter hour before 9 o'clock on this Friday morning. This is our brand new camera. This is our Pearl of the Lake camera in Lake City, our Gwaltney Group camera, and looking toward Lake Pepin on kind of a gray but quiet Friday morning. Kind of nice to have a break from the wind and the rain. Not the prettiest looking scene, but it is because of the cloud giver. But otherwise, good to see a relatively quiet day. Now here's a live image from our camera in Austin. And yeah, here's me in the studio here, Fox 47, KTTC, talking about a quiet Friday, one that will feature at least some sun coming in later in the day. And then going into the weekend, it's going to be a little of everything. We have rain, we have wind, and then we have some sun and an improvement with those temperatures. Today we're going to make our way back into the 50s for the first time in a few days, at least mid-50s, closer to what we expect this time of the year. But then the weekend, the possibility there exists of maybe some 60s, and next week a whole stretch of 60-degree temperatures. So that's something to look forward to. Again, here's a live look with our Gwaltney Group camera from the Pearl of the Lake. Yeah, brand new camera there in Lake City. And here in Rochester, plenty of gray. Same deal here, more of those 40s as we kick off this Friday on the gray side. 43 Rochester, Winona 46 right now, Plainview 43, mid-40s in Charles City and Lake City, Mason City, that is. It's going to be a while before we break out of the clouds. It may be another 2 or 3 hours, maybe even just after lunchtime for some of us. But the winds at least are light, and so if it's going to be cool, it's not colder than it has to feel. The winds are only 6 miles per hour in contrast to yesterday's 33 to 35 mile per hour gusts. That was a raw and chilly Thursday, to say the least. The high yesterday was only 50, the coolest high temperature we've had so far this season. Air pressure is on the rise, telling us high pressure is moving in. 39 the current wind chill in Rochester, 40 in Northwood, Red Wing 44. So the wind chill largely matching the temperature. Very little wind chill impact. There's that sunshine for the afternoon. When you look at our 8-hour day planner, some sun, and by the time you start heading out to Friday Night Football, the winds actually begin to pick up just a little bit, around 10 to 15 miles per hour around 6 o'clock, with temperatures cooling from the mid-50s to around 50 in time for kickoff. Plenty of cloud cover around right now. There is some erosion of that cloud cover from north to south. There's high pressure that's trying to work its way in, trying to scour out some of those clouds, but it's going to take a few more hours for that to happen. There's another storm system to the west, and just as you would expect, here comes more rain for tonight and tomorrow. Very late tonight, that is, and for a big portion of Saturday as well. Sunday looks breezy and warmer with some sunshine. 43 in Rochester now. It's 50 in Kansas City. Not as many 30s on the map, so that's a positive thing. Up north yesterday we had some mid-30s and even a couple of low 30s farther northward, but mainly with that shield of cloud cover trapped into the inversion under that high pressure. Really not a chance to get that radiational cooling with those clear nights. A big difference there for that this morning. But if we look at high pressure gliding to the east, notice some big breaks developing the clouds in southern Minnesota, North Iowa. That'll be for the afternoon and early evening. Here comes the higher cloud cover for the afternoon. We watch the showers, and there are a couple of thunderstorms to the west. And watch the heavy downpour of rain. This is looking at a futurecast tomorrow. This is right around sunrise, or just before that anyway. And that's where we start seeing those heavier storms. Not severe weather, not necessarily looking at flooding out of this, but maybe a brief downpour, maybe a quick half-inch first thing in the morning. Overall, looking about an inch, maybe inch and a quarter in some spots in the way of rainfall tomorrow. But in the afternoon, we see the showers moving out. There will be a couple of isolated shower chances until about sunset, so we're not completely rain-free until maybe 5. But by evening, by the time we get past sunset, skies really begin to clear off, so you may have a little bit of late-day sunshine tomorrow. A lot of wind, though, tomorrow out of the south. Those winds 35 miles per hour at times. Even tomorrow night, you're looking at 20-mile-per-hour winds out of the west. And then still on Sunday, a fairly breezy day with winds gusting to 25, but at least sunshine all day. And we'll have temperatures Sunday in the low 60s again. Today, mid-50s by Friday Night Football, 10, 12, 15-mile-per-hour breeze. We'll have some sun right as you're tailgating or going to the game. By the time we get to halftime, upper 40s. And then mid-40s by the end of the game, and we'll stay there pretty much all night as that warm air begins to come in, and those winds after midnight really become rather gusty, and that's what's going to draw in that warmer air. But for the rest of today, clouds, then gradual clearing, 55 in Rochester, 57 Mason City, Albert Lea 56, with those southeast winds only around 10 to 12 miles per hour. So not as much of a windy environment. Nice to get a break from that wind. Tonight, showers Some thunderstorms late, maybe a downpour of rain towards tomorrow morning, towards sunrise, but rain slowly building in after about 3 or 4 in the overnight period. Southeast winds getting gusty late, well after midnight, and temperature steady around 46. Tomorrow, windy and cool, but temperatures actually themselves better than anything we will have seen in about 3 or 4 days. South winds ushering that warmer air up to 35 miles per hour at times of those gusts, and perhaps a little bit of late day sunshine behind the final batches of showers after about 4 or 5 o'clock. 7-day forecast, again, that rain chance tomorrow. Sunday dry, maybe a few afternoon fair weather clouds, but a dry day, a breezy day. And next week, some 60s and a shot at more rain. It looks like at this point, looking down the road, perhaps a cutoff area of low pressure. In other words, one that's does not have a steering environment, upper level winds to push it along. So it may, if we're looking down the road, we may encounter one of those 3-4 day stretches of gloom and dreariness and blustery weather and cool showers. That could be next Thursday, Friday, maybe even a Saturday. That's days away. And you perhaps heard internet rumors about snow and things like that. Well, that system is about a week away, and we'll know a lot more about that when it gets closer. But the possibility is if we have a couple of hours in the overnight hours on Friday night, especially a week from tonight, where temperatures dip down close to the freezing mark, maybe a brief change over to snow, but I'm not anticipating right now accumulation necessarily. But again, that's a week away. We'll talk about that down the road, but the end of next week, not nearly as nice as maybe the first 2/3 of the upcoming week, where we're looking at some sun and some 60s. Today, some afternoon sun and some 50s. So we have something to be happy about today. Not only that, it's also Friday. So I hope you're having a great Friday morning and Friday afternoon, for that matter, if you're watching me then. Or in other words, or in addition to that, I hope you have a great weekend as well. And we will see you around here, Fox 47 and KTTC. Have a great day, everybody.